Cool. Is everyone able to see that that starting slide for the presentation?
Yep, sure can.
Cool. So good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome. My name is Reza Katami, and I am one of the security engineers from Westcon, New Zealand. And thank you all for giving me your time to join me for the final session of our Checkpoint SMB security solution briefing. So today's session really follows on to conclude what we spoke about in the past 3 sessions, where we've discussed some of the enterprise security or data center security appliances that are built for SMB, small to medium business-sized enterprises, as well as some CloudGuard SaaS solutions for your data that's stored in the cloud and in your SaaS with your SaaS providers, as well as the Sandblast mobile and agent platforms, which aim to secure your mobile and endpoint environments, obviously. So today we're just going to wrap up what we spoke about and how these 3 solutions really fit together as like a cohesive and comprehensive security suite to kind of give an end-to-end protection for your entire environment. I'll just begin by kind of going through some of the points that we mentioned earlier. So we started out with a discussion on the SMB appliances or security appliances, the 1500 series that have been newly released by Checkpoint. They are designed to be secure, powerful, and simple. So they give you all of the smarts and feature sets that you would really expect from an enterprise or corporate grade level security appliance. They give you the power and throughput capacity that you would really expect in today's modern IT environments. So they double the performance of the previous iterations that were available. And that's really to just make sure that the security features that the enhanced security features that you're applying don't in any way negatively impact the throughput or the ability for your end customers to continue their day-to-day operations and disrupt their day-to-day operations. And finally, they should be simple, which that's what is being aimed for here. They have to be able to be managed out of the box with zero-touch provisioning. We talked a little bit about their management platforms through either the web-based browser access or through the Watchtower application, which we're going to talk a bit more further on, just to reiterate that point, because it really was a key feature of the security suite. Uncompromising security out of the box. So it really does come, these appliances, like we said, they come with all of the comprehensive protection that you expect from your security appliance. So that includes next generation firewall, site-to-site VPN, remote access VPN, application control and web filtering, everything. Sandblast, threat emulation, sandboxing, antivirus, anti-spot, anti-spam, everything you'd really expect the smarts for a security appliance to have. And where do the 1550 and the 1590 line up? Well, you can see that they sit right here and they double the performance of, as we mentioned, the previous iterations. So just to recap, the 1550 was really aimed towards maybe the smaller end of the SMB organizations, so around up to, we said 75 people headcount, and the 1590 would be appropriate for up to 150 headcount. So that gives you an idea of where they sit and how their throughput has really become revamped to be able to accommodate what is expected now in most organizations. And their management, which was through the security management portal, which is a cloud-based or browser-based management portal. It's scalable, so it's got a user-based or tenanted profile, which has a simple web interface. It's really easy to manage with just a few clicks of a mouse. It's a cloud service, so it's available from anywhere where you have an internet connectivity, and it's automated, so it's got a low operational overhead with zero-touch deployment and scheduled reporting. And finally, we discussed how these appliances also come with the ability to manage them through the Watchtower mobile application, which is one of the groundbreaking parts of these appliances is their ability to really have your security operations have visibility of your customers' security environment through their mobile access. So it's just revamping that browser access and pushing it into a mobile application. So, they can completely manage any kind of alerting, receive any alerts about any infected devices, inspect those details, and really take any kind of remediative actions that they might feel is necessary in order to mitigate any untoward security events. And they can do that, while you're sitting on the bus home or wherever, anywhere you've got mobile connectivity, really. So it is really groundbreaking. Next, we talked about the CloudGuard SaaS series of appliances, which not appliances, pardon me, the CloudGuard SaaS solution, which aims to protect your it aims to protect your cloud information. So any of your enterprise data that is located in a cloud environment. We know that the use of cloud services in modern businesses is really increasing at an exponential rate, and the uptake for software as a service and Google Suite, things like Google Suite, Office 365, Azure, AWS, it's just skyrocketing. But what we don't know is how secure these environments are. So Ben actually spoke a little bit about the methods for how information that's stored in the cloud is really compromised, and it's either through malware. Three key areas was through malware delivery, phishing attacks, or credential theft, or account takeover, and these obviously lead to data breaches. So the solution here was CloudGuard SaaS, which is a cloud-based security platform that integrates natively or almost natively with your cloud service providers to be able to overlay security functionality to protect all the information that's traversing those services. So how it works, or how it differs from traditional CASB, is that we said that firstly, it contains it integrates with zero-day protection with the sandblast functionalities to sandbox any zero-day threats. It does provide you phishing protection for Office 365, Gmail, using sophisticated AI tools, and it uses identity protection to protect your employee's identity and to try to prevent any kind of account takeover. And it gives your SecOps teams instant visibility and control on any unauthorized SaaS activity using API-based architecture. Loading up. So CloudGuard SaaS is really installed in the cloud and integrates with all your various SaaS providers using APIs. So when a user will then share information, email or files through a SaaS application, CloudGuard SaaS will notify through an API. And the security engine then kicks in, scans the data for any threats and malicious content, and then will determine if anything needs to be quarantined, cleaned, removed, isolated, whatever the remediative action might be. Then it will scan that data for any other threats, and CloudGuard SaaS will use a full-blown checkpoint security stack. And it includes like I mentioned before, it includes the sandblast engine for preventing any kind of zero-day threats that might not be known yet. And that's just talking more about, and it did win the sandblast. The sandblast integration does win the most effective breach prevention from NSS Labs, and that's to just prevent all your email attachments and file downloads using things like Office 365 or G Suite, Dropbox, OneDrive, and it blocks the threats before they're able to detonate, and will deliver a safe version of the content within seconds. As before, it's really important to be able to manage any aspect of the security platform, security suite, very simply in order to minimize the stress on your SecOps teams. So it's got the same browser-based security management platform that you're able to have full visibility of your CloudGuard SaaS deployment. It's got a pay-as-you-go monthly consumption license. It can be multi-tenanted for multiple customers. It's got a partner and managed service provider management tool, and it gives you pretty neat monthly reportings which you can use to present to your clients. Finally, we spoke, Ben spoke about the Sandblast Agent and Sandblast Mobile, which are the endpoint protection modules to protect either your mobile environment or your endpoint desktop environment or laptop environments, as it were. So we know that today everything's really been connected in the mobile world, and the perimeter has really disappeared. So 63% of all web traffic is coming from mobile devices, and your employees or your clients' employees will be using their mobile devices pretty heavily, and chances are they'll be mixing their personal usage of their mobile device with their corporate usage, or their information will cross the boundary from corporate to personal quite frequently. So we touched on a bit about how your mobile devices can usually get affected, and then how that can lead to a breach of data for your organization's information, and that was through other malicious applications exploiting a privilege, man-in-the-middle attacks if you're connected to a Wi-Fi that's not secure, or through the device itself, through its operation, OS vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. What it then leads to is then you can have compromised credentials, stolen credentials, data takeover, and obviously data theft, which can lead to regulatory compliance issues. Steps in Sandblast Mobile to prevent mobile cyber attacks. It prevents malicious app downloads, prevents phishing across all of the across any kind of application, and prevents man-in-the-middle attacks, blocks infected devices from accessing any corporate applications that have corporate data on them, and detects operating system level exploits and shows you how to remediate them with the correct patching and compliance levels. It's easy to deploy, gives you your SecOps full visibility of any kind of mobile threats, and it leverages the world's largest threat intelligence database, which is ThreatCloud. And then just talks a bit more about how it works, about the how it uses a behavioral risk engine to really look at the underlying behavior of your mobile endpoint to see, rather than using a signature-based approach, which can become quite cumbersome, it will look at the underlying CPU and memory functionality of your device and see if it's behaving in an untoward manner that is symptomatic of malware infection. And if it is, then it will obviously block and quarantine that behavior and alert the relevant incident alerting tools. And again, we can't stress this enough, it integrates with the same cloud management platform, so that you can really have a single pane of glass to really manage all of your security suite in a single pane of glass. It's got to be easy to manage, easily viewed information on the dashboard, and integrates with the other aspects of your security suite. So it gives you complete threat visibility with real-time threat assessment, granular policy settings with an easy and intuitive management. So that really covers the three pillars of what it was we were, of technology that we were trying to showcase for the best way to maybe secure smaller enterprises which might not have the time to be able to dedicate to a comprehensive security solution, but they would want to have options in place to be able to have that same end-to-end protection that you would expect in an enterprise or corporate environment, with as little operational overhead as possible, and try to find a way to protect all the information that both is within the traditional perimeter and stuff that their staff, due to their uptake of cloud applications or mobile usage, would be taking beyond the perimeter. So really protect your data, your corporate data, wherever it is, and at the same time try to find a way to lower the total cost of ownership. So this is the bundle that we've put together. Now you can mix and match different parts of this bundle as appropriate to what your client may or may not need. You'll see there we've spoken a bit about Sandblast Mobile, but Sandblast Agent and Sandblast Mobile kind of, in terms of technology, very similar concepts, but the agent is more for the desktop and Windows environments, obviously, and the mobile is for the iOS and Android environments. Having said all that, there are some significant commercial bundles that have been worked out in terms of the pricing that can be that can be patched together in order to kind of lower the total cost of ownership for your end customers. I'm just going to hand over quickly to Alana Hopanov for this, and she will try to give some guidance on that side of things.
Thanks very much, Rez. And hi, everybody. Thank you again for joining us today. Just if you have any questions, we do have a Q&A box there that you're welcome to throw your questions into. But just wanted to talk quickly around the pricing for our bundles. So as Rez mentioned, we've got 4 components to the bundle itself. It's a build your own bundle approach. So based really on what it is that you and your customers are requiring. So we have a deal registration program with Checkpoint, and they've really taken it to the next level now in that there is what they call an inbound deal reg program that allows us to build on the levels of discounting that are available to us based on what it is that you require and whether this is potentially a competitive replacement option for some other technologies that your customers are using. Rez, if you could just put that deal reg slide back up on the screen, that would be fabulous. Essentially what we have is a standard discount level for deal registration of 6% on its own. All of these products, the Sandblast Agent, Sandblast Mobile and CloudGuard SaaS are all considered emerging technologies from a Checkpoint perspective. So if we have a deal that's in the vicinity of 20K list value, we can get another 15 points worth of deal registration discount for this opportunity. And these discounts are all stackable. So if we have a competitive replacement where we're looking to displace another technology with a Checkpoint solution, once again, we have another discount that we're able to apply to this opportunity of a further 15%. And then finally, on top of that, if we have a new end user, so a new customer that is not currently a Checkpoint user, we have the ability to add a further discount once again of another 25%. So with all of these stackable discounts for our deal registration program and our SMB bundle, you actually have the ability to get 61% off list for our bundle items. So as I mentioned, there are a couple of price points that we need to hit. For the emerging tech, it's a 20K minimum. For a new customer, it's only a 5K minimum of list price that we need to hit in order to get the additional discount for you. But 61 points off list is a fantastic starting place for the discount levels that we can apply for your SMBs. And really, Checkpoint are incredibly supportive of us helping you to seed the market with these technologies. So the discount level doesn't necessarily end at this point. We also have special discounting or special pricing that Checkpoint also utilise depending on the opportunity. So I guess the key thing is that we really encourage you, if you have a potential opportunity that's applicable to your SMB customers, so the 75-seat customer, the 150-seat customer, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you develop what that solution should look like for your customer and try and get that price point right for you as well. So once again, if you have any questions, please plug them into the Q&A section. We would be happy to have a look at those for you. But that's really all from my side around pricing. If you need any help at all, you can either reach out to Reza or myself. Be more than happy to help you with developing the pricing, helping you build out your solution, or just providing you with some additional information around the SMB bundle itself or Checkpoint solutions in general. So that's all from me. Back over to you, Rez.
Thanks, Alana. Thanks very much. Yeah, that touched all the points I think we wanted to mention. Just having a look at the Q&A. If you do have any questions, please do feel free to pop them in. I can't see any questions right now, but I don't know if that's because I'm sharing my screen and it doesn't show me questions. So I'll just stop sharing that. No, I can't see anything come through. So yeah, that covers off everything we wanted to speak about this time. I think we will give that a wrap, and I'll thank you all again for your time and your attention again. We will be sending out some further details just after this, so just to wrap everything up. And if you have any questions, my contact details will be in that, so please feel free to just drop me a line or give me a call or an email, and feel free to talk through any of this with you. Thanks. Bye.
Wonderful. Thank you. Bye, guys.